Well, Baltimore residents are taking their concerns about juvenile crime to social media, even on public radio. It comes after a series of recent crimes, including the smashing of car windows with rocks in Federal Hill and the assault of a woman by a group of teenagers.
The concerns come as we learn more about how the Department of Juvenile Services is monitoring young offenders across the state.
70% success rate within 2 months is a 30% failure rate within 2 months, which is 1 out of 3. Like that is actually, I think, I find that number actually fairly alarming.
We have team coverage this afternoon. In a few moments, Mackenzie Frost has the latest on the statewide monitoring data from DJS and some new changes coming to the department.
But we start with Alexa Ashwell, who spoke with city residents about young offenders and the message they want heard nationwide. Alexa?
Yes, Kai Mary, residents we spoke with feel at a loss, saying these quality of life crimes at the hands of young people has left them frustrated.
Frustrated, angry, scared, afraid, shaken more than anything, you know.
Federal Hill resident Kyle McDermott describing the emotions of 3 of his neighbors who he says were recently targeted by young people.
The first one was walking her dog on the lower level of Federal Hill Park behind me, and she was hit with a stone in the back of her neck from 5 juveniles that were on the upper level. They then proceeded to verbally assault another lady walking her dogs. They said that they were going to threaten to kill her dogs. And then they proceeded down to Rash Field, where they took a bucket of dirty water and dumped it on a resident.
Here on Riverside Avenue, residents also showing Fox 45 News a line of cars with smashed windshields, a crime neighbors say had also happened earlier this month.
A neighbor came out. She said there was a bunch of juveniles.
The frustration felt beyond Federal Hill.
WBAL News Radio 1090.
Residents are voicing their grievances over the radio.
Beth in Fells Point. How you doing, Beth Hawks?
What's it going to take? It's not getting better. Schiraldi has to go.
Others taking to social media. One writing, "What should we do?" Another responding, "I feel this needs national coverage." McDermott agrees. It's time for a national platform.
The police are doing everything that they can. I know that they are doing an exceptional job with technology, tracking down these individuals, identifying them, getting warrants, arresting them. But then when it goes to the next phase of the accountability part, DJS just lets them go, and they're back here on the street. I've spoken to every elected leader, and the response that I keep getting is equivocation. They equivocate. I think the only way that something is going to change now is if it becomes a national issue and if the national media put it on TV.
I did reach out to BPD and asked if any arrests have been made in those cases McDermott just mentioned. I'm still waiting to hear back. Reporting live in Baltimore, Alexa Ashwell, Fox 45 News.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.